Hey crafty friends, thank you very much for joining me for card number 8 in our 12 Cards of Christmas series. So today I'm going to start with my front panel and we're going to create our own snow. But first, let's create the background. So I have here two colors of ink, that's lilac and aquamarine, and I'm coloring the background, my front panel with those inks. So I'll have a nice and colorful background. Just a little bit of lilac gives a lot of dimension and shadows to the background, and I'm using a blender, as you can see. And now I'm gonna take Easy D's Stamps by Ann Butler, and I have here small, it's a acrylic stamp with a shape of small hearts. And what I'm doing is I'm stamping my background with embossing ink, and I'm going to emboss it with clear embossing powder and also white embossing powder. So this way there's going to be a dimension to the falling snow. Some of the flakes are going to be transparent and some of them are going to be white, so that's going to look really cool. And you see I'm not using the entire surface of the stamp, just part of it. So this is how it looks. And I'm going to bring in some chipboard letters with the word snow, and I'm going to color them with the inks just as I did the background with the same colors, the aquamarine and the lilac. I'm gonna add a little bit more purple or lilac to these letters so they'll be a little bit darker. You can do it directly on your working mat, your non-stick sheet, or you can hold them in your hands and get your fingers dirty like mine. So just a little bit more purple here, and always set your inks with heat tool. That will make them dry and set really well. I'm going to create my snow now. So what you need is a little cup, a stick, and white UT and clear UT. So you have 1 teaspoon of each. I don't have the white one, so I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of clear UT and 1 teaspoon of white embossing powder instead of the UT, because UT is basically embossing powder, only bigger flakes. Also add 1 teaspoon of glitter. Once you have all that, then you can mix it, but first, because you have to use it really fast, we're going to put that aside excuse me, and then we're going to use it when we need it and mix it with the glue. So I have here a vine that I cut only part of it, and it looks like a tree, and this is what I want, so I'm adding it to my background. And now we can create the snow. So to that mixture that we did, you add glossy accent. Now there's no measurements, so, and it's best to mix it with a stick. And what you basically need to have is like sandy cookie dough consistency. So you keep on adding the glue until you reach that, and it's not a lot of glue. Now you may think it won't stick and it won't work, but believe me, it sticks to everything, and after it's dry it really sticks to whatever surface you put this on very good. So what you need to do is just apply it on your background. I didn't wear gloves. If you don't want that to stick to your hands, just wear some gloves. I got some of that snow on my finger and it washed off really quickly with some water, so don't worry about that if you don't wear any gloves. So I want to repeat the measurements. 1 teaspoon of white UT, 1 teaspoon of clear UT, 1 teaspoon of glitter, and 1 teaspoon of white embossing powder. Okay? And of course, if you need more snow than I did, then you just increase your measurements and, add more. So you just apply that. Look at that. It looks really very snowy. Has a very snowy look, and the effect is really amazing. So I have here the snow on the ground, and now I'm going to add some snow on the tree branches, because after all, if it snows, then you bet you it's going to be on the trees and everywhere, right? Unfortunately, where I live, we don't get snow, but a girl can dream, right? So I'm creating the snow on my crafts and my art. So you just add the snow on the tree, and I'm gonna glue down my letters now. See, my finger is white. Don't worry, it washes off really quickly with some water. Don't worry. But if you don't want that to happen, then you wear gloves. So just add your letters. And I'm going to add some more snow on the letters as well. And by the way, for that card, I made way too much snow. So after a while, when it's dry, you can't use it. I had to throw it away. So don't make as much as I did. Take half teaspoons, or even less than half, instead of a full teaspoon like I did. So a little bit more snow here and there. I'm just adding. Look how real that looks. I really like this. And actually, you can also create snow from salt, from just home regular salt, with embossing powder and the glossy accent. Don't forget that, because that's the glue that binds everything together, and that's the important part. So whatever powders or salt or glitter you have that is white, just mix it with the glue, and then you're all done. So this is the card. I've added Let It with some letter stickers. So Let It Snow card. And thank you very much for joining me for this card number 8, and I'll see you all tomorrow for card number 9.